Hey guys, welcome back. It's 2024. I hope you're rested and ready to go. It's just nice to have time with family and friends and just to reflect on where you're at and where you want to go. Some of us just like to rest and relax. Some of us like to reflect, but wherever you're at, welcome back. So it's time to get back to work. I love spending my free time with my friends and family and my sport. So when I'm at work, I like to spend time focused intensely on what I'm doing and doing the best possible job I can in practice professionally and helping the people that I look after. And obviously helping my team do their absolute best too. So when you make those two distinctions, you work harder at work, you're busier at work, and when you go home, you don't have to think about it, which is kind of a nice thing. You know, if you're not busy and you're sort of standing around and you go home and you think, oh, geez, I wish I was a bit busier. And then, just you're better off being intense when you need to be and relaxed when you have to be. So, or when you want to be. And so now's a good time to get people refocused. Make it easier for people to fail, in my reports, when people agree to sort of a schedule of care, I'm like, you know what, you're happy with that? Yeah, great, welcome. Now, we're here for you. So if anytime you need to leave or stop, we make it easy for people to come, easy for people to go, stop when you need to. As long as you let me know, we're on the same page. For most of the time, like now, people have been away. They want to focus on other stuff. They want to break all their patterns, all their rhythms, so they get a break from their general everyday life that they have during the year. But now we want to take them back in the fold. And how do we do that? We're not reprimanding them for not coming in. It's like, you're great. Give them information, So, do a bit of chiro homework, which is generally pretty quick. It's pretty quick for me. All right, so had some good time off. Obviously, it's time to get back into it. We want to get you playing your absolute best game of golf, without your back bothering you. We want you to have lots of energy and vitality this year so you can play with your kids as much as you want to, and your body's not stopping you from doing that. We don't want the headaches being such a burden to you in your life. So I notice here that because you haven't been in for a couple of weeks, you're tight through the shoulders, suboccipital is really bad, you're clenching your teeth again, and you've also lost some of your range of movement. Give them something, How was your holiday? Fantastic. But give them something clinical so they know that you're certain about what you're doing and that you have a plan for them. So you're reiterating simply what their goals were and why they're coming into the practice. What you're finding with them since they haven't been in, that's better already. Fantastic. Great. You're back on your schedule twice a week. See you Friday. And that's patient education. You're just reaffirming what you discussed beforehand. There's no, you're not making it hard for anyone at the front desk. You're just going through what you've already discussed with them. It's 2024. Let's make this a year where we're getting your health in order, if that's what you want to do. So it's not hard, but if you just talk about the weekend, or you just talk about your days at the beach, or you just talk about sport or religion or the news or Gaza or Ukraine, you're not going to get anywhere with them in terms of their health. So, some part of your visit has to be that you're the doctor and you're actually helping them work on their plan. I think about when I injured myself last year, it was scary, not because I was in pain and I couldn't move. What was scary is how long am I going to be like this for? This is really, really, really bad. I've never had this before. I'd seen it before, but it took my chiro, Dr. Ralph, to say, hey, I've seen it a lot of times. It's happened to me. It's going to take 6 months before you start feeling like you're normal again. And then you'll start to notice you can do more and more. And then you'll aggravate it and it'll get better more quickly, and it'll take a couple of years before you feel like everything's, back to where it was, if you do all the right things. That's a plan. And for me, the biggest catalyst in helping someone improve their health is to give them hope. And that comes in many ways. Having someone who's certain about how they can help you and in imparting that certainty onto you by helping you understand what needs to happen and how it needs to happen. He didn't have to talk to me about innate intelligence and universal forces and healing and regeneration because it's stuff I already know. So you might need to do a little bit more with your people in terms of that in that perspective. But, giving them small bits of information every single time will help them stay on the journey. Because at the end of the day, if you're not saying it on your first visit, at some point during those first few visits, it's lifetime family wellness. That's what we're about. We're not about cricks, aches, backs, sprains, strains. We're about improving people's quality of life with lifetime family care. So just like you have with your own family, there's a way to do that, and it's in the conversations that you have on a day-to-day basis. So, focus a little bit more on that, improve the quality of the people that you have coming in, because they've got more of a longer term goal. Give them hope for a better future by looking after themselves. Where chiropractic's central to that, but certainly not all of it. I think just with that, I think if you just start with that and focus on those things and take it away from they're directing you. I had a headache and it's on the left and it started at 4 o'clock in the morning. Acknowledge it, listen to them, but then give them more information to help understand. It's I have no idea why it started at 4 o'clock in the morning. Is your pillow any good? What did you do the day before? What sort of stresses you got going on? I know that you need an adjustment here, and while it keeps showing up, we'll keep adjusting it until it stops showing up, until we understand what you're doing to cause the same problem again, or whether it's just a matter of time because the problem's been there for so long. So have fun with it. Take that next step, look at their file, discuss with them, reiterate, reaffirm, get them back on a schedule, make 2024 a year of growth, for those of you that want to grow in your practice. So see you on the next call.